Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus Juventus in the Champions League. Let's go and get the 3 points today. Let's go and get 1 point for Juventus at the top of the group. Just wait and see how it goes. I'm going to give you the lineups in a minute. The lineup starting with Chelsea is Mendy, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, James, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Ziyech, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi on the bench, Kepa, Bertinelli, Alonso, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Sarr, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, Salou, Mount, Lukaku, and Werner. Thank God we got them back. That's your team for Chelsea to play Juventus today. Here's the Juventus team to play Chelsea. And oh, it's Liam Mandeville. Oh, get in there. Chersfield. Yeah. It's the Chesney, Delict, Quadrado, Alexandro, Bonucci, McKennie, Rabiot, Locatelli. I want to say it's so badly, but I can't. Bentancur, Morata, and shitty arse. Oh, you got the arse. Federico freaking Chiesa. And that's your team to play Juventus to play Chelsea today. And I'll change one of the scores on my board. And that is at Chesterfield 1-0 up. So that's the score line. One of the score lines. Jade, I got the score lines for you on the screen on your right hand side of the screen. You've got Chesterfield versus Altrincham, Sheffield Wednesday versus MK Dons, Reading versus Sheffield United, Solihull Moors versus Grimsby, and Bournemouth versus Notts County.
Referee from Serbia, Serjan Jokanovic, in his 5th game in the Champions League proper.
I bet those games because two of them have got meetings at the top of the National League, and just some because of due to family, just so I can keep an eye on the other scores, which are Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday. And hopefully Chesterfield can stay top of the league, and we're 1-0 up at the moment, but let's hopefully this game goes well. Hope we get all interesting games.
Only 8 on the bench for Juventus, who do have quite a long injury list at the moment. Chelsea have 12 on their bench. And with that, a good evening to Glenn Hodder. Hi, Glenn.
Good evening, Ian. Yeah, looking
come on, Chelsea.
Under the lights of the bridge. I was at Leicester City on the weekend, and Chelsea were magnificent. But I've got a feeling this is going to be a much more difficult.
He's not. It sounds like someone's not happy about having a Serbian ref.
In the end, I think it's whether Chelsea can break them down.
There's Alvaro Morata, who wasn't voted a hit really in his time with Chelsea. He did score though in his first 2 Premier League appearances at the bridge. Back in the harness now, the man who won all those titles at Juventus, Massimiliano Allegri, and Thomas Tuchel, looking to make the final for the 3rd year running. Juventus are the only team to beat Chelsea in the group, the only team to score against Chelsea in the group. And all the players, to warm applause, it should be said, around Stamford Bridge, taking the knee ahead of the game here.
There we go, on the way, Chelsea versus Juventus.
Up against some of the men with whom he won the European Championship in the summer, of course, here. It's a question of whether he'll be going to the World Cup after his penalty miss against Switzerland in that vital qualifying game. Italy will have to play a playoff. Hudson-Odoi getting a run in the team up to Pulisic, and then Chilwell on his left-hand side.
Come on, Chelsea.
50th game already for Thomas Tuchel. He seems to have been around for a long time. It is under a year If you include penalty shootouts, he's won 34 of the 49 he's played already.
Yeah, it's impressive, isn't it? Since he came here, he just changed the shape into this shape. It hasn't changed every game.
Come on, Chelsea.
The personnel might change, but every single player knows exactly what their jobs are. Defensively and with the ball.
Good puss it.
Time again, they put in consistent
Oh, unlucky.
performances.
Chelsea need just a point to make sure that they go through into the knockout stages. They might want rather more than that, though. So that they top the group, and here's Conte
Good!
into the penalty
Good!
area, getting past
Yes!
Locatelli,
Yes! Oh! Yeah! Oh!
missed his kick, really.
How did you shanked it? Oh, you absolutely shanked that twice.
Conte does brilliant. Gets to the byline. That's what Chelsea have got to do tonight. Get to the byline. He pulls it back, and Chilwell. Well,
Oh, if you hit that with proper connection, that would have been 1-0.
He tries to hit it too hard in many ways. What
Ah.
a chance that is. And
Come on, Chelsea, put the ball in the box.
An early goal just to make this Juventus team open up.
Penalty clearance from De Ligt. It went for a corner in the end. He was grateful about that. Could have gone anywhere.
Come on. That's the ball. Oh,
To Rudiger, who scored at the weekend against Leicester
that's a
City
good ball.
tonight, scoring against them. Conte. And Ziyech. Seems to get more action in the Champions League than he does in the Premier League. Chilwell.
Oh.
That's another interesting position. Chilwell playing left wing back, ends up in the 6-yard box.
Well, I know what we can do. We can have Chelsea fans join the stream via Zoom. Why would you want to do that? Why?
Shot this time over the bar, but good start from Chelsea.
De Ligt. Juventus.
It's also fine as it is.
First 4 games in Serie A this season. It was their worst start for 60 years. They are recovering now, despite a couple of recent reverses as well. Big win at the weekend away to Lazio, but they are 11 points off the pace in Italy this season.
Come on, Chelsea.
Forward by Thiago Silva up towards Ziyech.
In future streams, nah, it's not going to happen. I'm fine with doing it as it is.
Goalkeeper, Arsenal fans will remember, of course.
Yes! There's one result I can add to the scoreboard to change the result on the stream. It's Soilmores 1, Grimsby Town 0. Away, away, away. There's going to be a gap. A gap. Between Chesterfield and Grimsby in the league if it stands. Whoo! So, this evening's been a good one. Now we just need Chelsea to score. And also, we need Notts County to score and then make it even better.
First time he started 7 in a row for Chelsea, this.
Yeah, he's got that consistency to his game now, Hudson-Odoi. I think
because even if we can't go to games, we can get Chelsea fans joining in future streams so we can connect with them. I do via this. It's just most people don't comment on here.
It's 14 games for that nasty ankle injury. Chelsea has been rather blighted by injury problems. Not his fault.
Mate, it's a Wednesday. My cousin's at the Wednesday game tonight to watch Wednesday play MK Dons.
Against Mexico coming off the bench, and he scored coming off the bench.
Yeah, because he always lets me know if he's at a Wednesday game, so then. Yeah, he always lets me know. Knowing them, they won't win because they hardly ever win when he goes.
Forward by Locatelli.
Yeah, he's a bad luck on, but he thought he doesn't go as often now because of the kids, so he more just watches them on iPhone, but he goes to the odd game now and then.
5 titles and 4 doubles.
Yeah, we'll just be having a little look here and see how his team can get up the pitch. At the moment it's all Chelsea and they can't seem to hit any sort of service into Morata so that they can go and play again.
He's heading towards Weston McKennie, the American who's taken up a position wide on the right with Rabiot wide-ish on the left but tucking in a bit.
Yeah, I think it's Chiesa is trying to do two jobs. He's trying to support Morata up there, but defensively he's having to get back in that left-hand side and make a 5 across the midfield really. So Rabiot is a little bit more central.
Chelsea might have to watch Chiesa, who did get that goal against them 10 seconds after half-time in the earlier game in Turin in this group. And we know he's a speed merchant, and we know he likes London. He scored twice at Wembley in the Euros.
He's a very, very good player. He's the danger man, and he caught Chelsea sleeping actually. They came out second half with their minds still in that dressing room.
All Chelsea early on.
Come on, Chelsea.
Stopped by Cuadrado. Normally more of a right winger type, but doing a right back's job tonight, the Colombian. Here's Rudiger, one of those marauding runners.
Oh, look at Rudiger.
This season presses his chances.
Well, he gets a lot of space. The outside centre-backs, they're the spare men in many ways. You can't cover every angle when Chelsea come at you. And you see Rudiger there. If there's space in front of him, he's got the confidence now to drive forward. And it was a well-timed tackle, actually, from Locatelli.
And Chelsea make this early pressure tell. He's wanting a word here with Rudiger, who doesn't really seem that interested in having that word, along with
come on, Chelsea.
Okay, on we go.
That's the ball. Oh!
Wrong way, it's Cuadrado. Didn't seem that aware of.
Come on, Chelsea.
Gets away the corner.
He was just happy to get anything on it. I think his body shape, he was sort of spinning round, and the only place he could put it is out for a corner, and some real pressure here from Chelsea.
Well, I think such is Chelsea's reputation now that Juventus are quite happy to sit in here and grit out this first 20 minutes or so. That's a look at Chilwell again over his head that time, and in the end it was wide of the post with Chalobah coming forward.
I think it's somebody in front of him that has a real good chance. Who is it there? Yeah, it's Chilwell tries to get up. And I think he's put his own player off in many ways. There's just a reaction trying to get Chalobah, trying to get anything on it. But again, a decent delivery from James.
Getting a lot of game time, isn't he? Trevor Chalobah has been loaned out a few times. Came through the academy here, and I think the Chelsea fans really glad to see him getting his chance. It's his first start in Europe's premier competition tonight.
I think it sums up Chelsea at this moment in time.
Come on, if you guys want to put any questions in the chat.
Start to the season was playing consistently well, and
put some questions in. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me.
So Tuchel's got so many options, hasn't he?
Still Chelsea 0, Juventus 0, Sheffield 1, Ultradom 0 Wednesday, Sheffield Wednesday 0, MK Dons 0, Reading 0, Sheffield United 0, Southampton Moors 1, Grimsby 0, and Bournemouth 0, Notts County 0.
Bentancur spreading the play towards Morata, is getting a treat from the Chelsea fans. He was an FA Cup winner during his time at Chelsea, his 18 months.
It's always the case, isn't it? You come back to your old club, you get booed. It's now up to the player. Does that actually urge him to go and show this Chelsea crowd, go and get a goal, or does he just go into his shell?
First concerted spell inside the Chelsea half, really, for Juventus here. Here is Bonucci, his old mate, Chiellini, not fit for this one.
Come on, Chelsea.
Cuadrado, now he is coming forward. And Chelsea with some work to do with Chiesa.
Well on Silva.
Ball wasn't quite right for him.
Oh, it was a great run from Chiesa. He needed it just a little bit earlier.
If you guys are the stream with the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new.
And if he'd have got that ball a second earlier, they were in deep trouble. Chelsea, great run, but Quadrado didn't see him.
Good pressure on the ball there from Ziyech. Up to win it back away from Locatelli. Can Chelsea take advantage? No, there's an important little flick there from McKennie just to win the ball back for the Italians. Play on, says the referee. Morata.
Just went a bit all like distorted when you were speaking.
He was.
Here's the first one. I think that's a foul. He wins the ball there, Morata, to be fair.
God, Chelsea.
He just gets brought down by Ziyech there.
That's never a foul, ref. Morata dives all the time.
That's how I used to tackle him.
Only bad timing, I'm sure. No malice. Keep it that way, shall we? Quadrado. Only made 4 starts during his time at Chelsea when Jose Mourinho was the manager, despite the fact that they forked out about £23 million for him. That's delict, but complete misunderstanding between him and Chiesa.
Yeah, just off the wrong page there. Like you said, you made a great run. As his head went down, Chiesa decided to stand still and get the ball to feet, hopefully, but no harm done.
Juventus, by the way, can create a bit of club history. Tonight they can win 6 successive Champions League games for the first time. Long by Bonucci, who always could pick a pass, and he did then as well.
Go on, Chelsea.
Reece James did very well for Chelsea.
Let's keep the ball going.
Ziyech. It wasn't quite so clever.
But Reece James there, brilliant, showing his strength, but really he won it because he read the game. He read Chiesa very easily.
Delict.
Come
£65 million he cost at the age of 19.
on, boys.
Rudiger and Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea will be hopeful of settling the contract issue with Rudiger, who would be free to leave at the end of the season. No deal as yet. Important player to keep, you'd think. Hudson-Odoi.
Go on.
Just for the 1-2.
Go on.
Good run from Chilwell.
Go on. Oh!
The Ligt got there, read it first. And thanks to a couple of deflections, Juventus can bring it away.
Someone fouled the gate.
Not a good ball.
No, the guy called Locatelli.
N'Golo Conte.
He skimmed past 3 players like they weren't there.
He says it's the best form of his young career so far. Never gets carried away though when you hear him in interviews. Very humble, isn't he?
Whey, well done, Quadrado. Thanks for giving us a throw-in.
It's just going to get better and better, isn't it? There's a lot of Chelsea players in that mode at the moment. The confidence running through. You see Hudson-Odoi at the moment. Can't wait to get the ball. And Chilwell's playing well for the team. They're all contributing. This fella was immense at the weekend. Thiago Silva was man of the match and his passing was supreme.
Just back from a Brazil trip as well. He didn't actually play in that game against Argentina, the 0-0 draw. He was on the bench for that, so maybe a bit of extra freshness going into that Leicester match because of that.
Get it, this this night is getting even better.
Again. Fizzed wide by Chalobah.
That's good, because that means for Chesterfield they would have us a little bit of a lead in the at the top.
On their current run, but one of them was against tonight's opponents.
Yep. And it means that the gap between Chesterfield and Boreham Wood would be 4 points.
Only won the competition twice.
And for Grimsby, it would be
The last 5 times they've got to the
would be
final.
6. It'd be 6 between Grimsby and Chesterfield. It would be 6.
The old lady.
Wow, you can tell how not bad we are. We scored 34 goals this season, and we conceded 13.
They played very much like this in Turin.
Last season, usually for Chesterfield, we would concede more goals than we've actually scored. So it's like something's changed.
They're just looking for that one opportunity, 2 opportunities maybe, and they can be clinical.
The battle lines are drawn exactly as Glenn described. Here's Pulisic. Look at all those
Paddy McNair.
stripes
Paddy
behind
McNair.
the ball.
No, if you want to think of another good player who can score goals out of nothing and jink past players, get the player called Paddy McCourt. Paddy McCourt is his name. He used to play.
Trying these players to calm down a little. Apparently,
Yeah,
hearing
as
from
soon as
the
you said
bench.
Paddy, I thought it reminded me of a. Yeah, because he scored a famous goal for Celtic, just jinking past like 6 or 7 players, and he did it for Northern Ireland on international duty as well. That's why everyone has heard of him, because of it.
James will provide the width on that right-hand side. Trying to stretch.
You guys want to put any questions in the chat? I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. It's Chelsea 0, Juventus 0, but we should be winning.
And then Alexandro, Brazil's left back, with the clearance. Not a very good one though. Chelsea picked it up again. And one of the Premier League leaders in their latest assault.
Come on.
Conte, scorer of a rare goal against his old club at the weekend. Rudiger, miss hit really.
Vanucci, I hate the guy. At least we don't have Chiellini.
His best, but,
That would have been even worse.
Man, as many times as they build up down the right, they shift the ball across, and it's him on his left foot though. He a little bit ambitious there. It might be a night where there's a lot of passing, a lot of movement, but it might be a night where someone.
Oh, Middlesbrough have actually scored. Oh yeah, you just let me know that.
Take a player out of the game, 2 players out of that game by beating somebody. You know, their passing is all
Yeah.
in front of you.
Oh, and Atalanta beating Young Boys.
Big night, big week of European action, and don't forget the Ashes. England, Australia, their
Ooh,
classic
oh, why
series.
do you want to know about
Tuesday, the
stupid up your ass
7th
cricket?
December, not too far away now for those
Wow.
classic confrontations through the night.
Scott Quigley. I
See
can.
some of that.
Scott.
Here's McKennie.
Scott Quigley. Or was it the Ollie Krang show?
Lazio away.
Ollie Krang show. Oh, you got that Severovic who used to play for Bolton.
But that win was Juventus' biggest win of the season, 2-0.
Krang show.
Well, I think the boys analysed it before, and it was pretty similar. It was plenty of bodies behind the ball. It's very rare you end up getting 2 penalties in one game.
I'll be able to find out in a minute who the goal scorer is, because it's just popped up, but it says to be announced.
Ziyech made it stick well.
Come on, Chelsea.
Put his summer difficulties behind him now. Now, Callum Hudson-Odoi.
What are you on about?
He'll learn plenty, you think, Hudson-Odoi, facing people like Bonucci.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He started on the left.
Oh, Woking have just scored against Weymouth.
I find him having a little spell on that right-hand side. I'm talking about taking people on. Here he is out on the left-hand side. Look, he's predominantly right-footed. He's got a covering player there. I just think for him to get on the outside, on that right side, go on the outside and get to the byline. That's how you nullify this defence. And mind him just having a little spell on that right side. See if he can get him beyond this Juventus defence.
See if that's a ploy that Thomas Tuchel looks to later on. Bonucci playing his
No results playing today for Mansfield.
He did have that spell after he'd fallen out with Allegri, where he went
No
up to the
Reese
back
Oates
with his
playing for
comeback
Mansfield
home, as
today.
it were.
And funnily enough, they're actually losing to Sutton United. They're losing to Sutton United.
Ziyech. Hudson-Odoi. Up against Quadrado. Is he doing a hand?
That's on Saturday. That's on Saturday.
Like that. Yep, free kick's going to be given.
No, they won't.
Too, yeah.
Wait, yellow card, Quadrado. How's that, Quadrado? You get.
It has been.
You know you did wrong.
Good strength there, Hudson-Odoi. Look,
And you know you did wrong.
he gets held
And
back
you're too
there.
scared to admit it.
Quadrado's not the greatest of defenders, really. We know that. Plunges his body into Hudson-Odoi. It's definitely a foul. The referee's deemed a yellow, but now it's about stuffing the ball out to Hudson-Odoi. Quadrado's been booked. Get him on that ball. Get Chilwell running at him as well, and see if he brings him down again.
Can Chelsea come up with something from the set piece? They did at the weekend at the King Power Stadium.
Come on.
Reece James with the delivery. Oh, he's gone for goal.
Oh, nearly foxed the keeper out.
Chesney out. Might have another go.
Oh.
He does too. And we know he can hit them, by the way, with both feet. Saw that recently at Newcastle.
It was a nice disguise, wasn't it? But he always fancied Chesney to get across to that near post, but nice idea.
Come on, Chelsea. Get a goal, please. You deserve it. You've been so good.
Right by N'Golo Conte.
Oh, yes.
Trying to get that one inside. Quadrado is not going to be able to keep it in play. And Chelsea will have another set piece.
Yeah, just trying to catch him out on that near post, but I think the distance
What?
was asking a lot to catch a top keeper like Chesney out, but another corner now for Chelsea.
Come on, boys.
No real sign that Chelsea are
No.
taking the view of this. Well, a point will do. We go through.
Oh, I need to get my ears
This
arrest.
this group in the end.
Come on. Oh, 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 shoot! Ah! And it's Trevor Chalobah. Get in there, youngster lad. Get in there. Oh, Bonucci protesting. Shove it up your arse, Bonucci. Oh, yeah. Shove it up your Bonucci. Protesting, you arsehole.
Fifth corner, Chelsea had it. Put a lot of
You got away with it in the Euros. You're not getting away with that now.
win the first ball. That's a decent ball in. Ziyech curling away. They win the first ball. It's a great technique. Half on.
Yep.
Keeps his eye on the ball. I think it comes off Rudiger's chest, or it might be off his hand.
Well, that's what Juventus players
Oh, no, it's not going to be.
talking about to the referee.
Oh, it's not going to be given. And
Was used, and even if that's accidental,
that is accidental because his arm.
would have to be
No,
swept off.
because the arm of Rudiger is literally on his chest.
But I think it's going to be chalked off.
It's literally on his
What we're
chest.
looking for.
The goal is given!
Well, they're saying the goal stands.
The goal is given somehow!
With us, Peter, how did you read that?
Well, of course, there were two things we were checking there. One was
No, but the only thing that worried me is that his arm, it did hit his arm, but his arm was like...
Well, there was a slight handball, but if you remember, the law was changed.
Ah!
So it's only the player who puts the ball in the net whose hand is
Ah!
not his...
This is a good thing. Remember the rule last season when... Do you know if it... Do you know last season, if it happened last season, it would have been ruled out, but because of Chalobah didn't handball it, the goal stood.
That little jump up there that comes off Rabiot first, actually.
Because the actual rule... Yeah, because the actual rule is now that the goal can only be ruled out for handball for a goal if it's the goal scorer that handballs it.
On the half turn, half volley.
Because you got to give benefit.
It's a stunner.
Because you got to give benefit of the doubt. When you're jumping, your arms are everywhere. So.
It's the third time, by the way, that Chalobah
if we, but one thing we can say is if Chelsea win 3-0, Chelsea will top the group. We will finish tonight top the group.
Good hit, wasn't it?
And I actually think I can see that happening.
He kept calm on it. You know, we've seen a couple of half chances.
Or if we can win 2-0, we'll go level on points with Juventus and goal difference.
Really kept his cool.
Because I think it's going to go down to goal difference, I think, this group.
Lorient in France to learn his trade, and Chelsea have obviously taken the decision that he has learned his
La
trade.
la 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 la, he hasn't popped up yet.
Bit of work for him to do here defensively.
Ryan boys!
Rabiot.
Oh no!
Locatelli to play
We're
this
going
ball
up!
in.
Oh no!
Goal
Off the line! Off the line! Thiago Blooming Silva! What a Brazilian god! What a Brazilian god! Thiago Silva just injured himself in clearing it. He did a overhead kick to clear it. What? What? Thiago Silva, what? What have I just seen? When you see this, you be...
It seemed like Morata had done his job perfectly here.
Murata nearly scored and Thiago Silva's hurt himself in clearing the ball. 2-0. 2-0 Chesterfield. Hallelujah! Image. Who has scored? Kabongo! Shamanga! Right, 17 goals. There we go. Goal number 17. And we're not even halfway through the season yet.
Physios are there to just make sure that Thiago Silva...
Thiago Silva, that's why he's that good. Yeah, he's be fine now. Yeah, he's going to continue. It's just that he collided with the netting and stuff. Just.
Still going very strong indeed. It was a shrewd piece of business to bring him to Stamford Bridge.
No, the guy who we should thank for that is Frank Lampard, because he was the guy who came up with the idea to bring him.
And playing in a 3. I think he might struggle at 37 if he was in.
Come on, Kabongo! I hope it's a good goal that he scored, because Kabongo always scores good goals.
The 2 centre backs either side of him, he's been absolutely brilliant. And he sets off a lot
Oh!
Chelsea's attacks with his
Wow. Oh, I should give him his nickname that the club have given him, King Cabby. They call him King Cabby. King Cabby!
Chelsea with their noses in front.
All he did was latch onto a header, not too bad. Strikers should always get on to a header. Simple as you like.
The head-to-head record between the two at the moment, that would be dead level with
Yeah, that's what you need.
as Juventus won 1-0.
And that is goal.
But if Chelsea get another win by a 2-goal margin, they go
Yeah.
to the top of the group with 1 to play away to
And that
St. Petersburg in Russia. On match day 6.
And that is goal number 17 for the season.
Chance that Juventus just carved out there. They've got to stay concentrated. It was a wonderful ball from Locatelli and Morata. Really, if he gets.
We haven't had a goal. We haven't had a goal scorer like that since Jack Lester, and that's going back years. And that guy's a living legend.
Robust side on Ziyech, but referee's happy enough with that.
And he goes to ground early, doesn't he? Catches Ziyech.
Everything tonight is going according to plan.
He was another scorer for the United States in that big game for them against Mexico recently.
I don't see Chesterfield losing. I can see Grimsby coming back against Solihull Moors. And I can, because how big Notts County, I can see Notts County holding on because it's two big teams. This is the one where it can go either way, even though it's 1-0. And that's Chelsea Juventus, the only one I see could end up changing because whatever happens. Not anymore. Pulisic, why did you pass it, you absolute American dick? Go back to America and have an American donut, you donut.
Yeah, it was really sloppy play there from Juventus, and Pulisic, I think he's trying to be too clever. 1v1.
No, when you see what he did, you understand what I said and why I said it. Yeah, when you see it, you will be on the... I'm on just about 32.
Anthony Yard in action again against Lyndon Arthur, their second fight, 7:30 BT Sport.
Oh, Yardy versus Arthur 2 in UFC. Ooh. Was that boxing? It might be boxing. Yeah, Chesterfield used to have him.
Here's Chalabar.
I don't remember if there's any other weird other players I remember.
Jorginho, Juventus of course know all about what he can do.
Wow, my cousin won't be happy at the moment. My cousin's watching a boring game because it's Sheffield Wednesday 0. Yep, my cousin's there on his own.
As it stands, that's how it would look if it stayed like that. Juventus and Chelsea locked together on 12 points. Of course, we're not finished here yet, so
yeah, 0-0.
Chelsea score again, they go to the top of the group.
Oh, have you actually seen it?
Thiago Silva, making sure he went no further.
They're playing Luton. They're playing they're playing Lincoln City.
Pace, if allowed to use it.
And it's him again. And it's him again. The same guy who scored at the weekend, Marcus Harnett. Seems to be the guy that gets them the goals at the moment. When it shouldn't be, it should.
Something down that left-hand side, but Chelsea just got the foot in. It was Jorginho who broke it up.
Let me have a look. So it might. Let me have a look. There we go. Yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, it should come up for me who scored. I do have a guy in my head who I think it could be, but I have to see if he's. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Remchuk because he's actually up front.
They've always taken
for Benfica.
so much pride in their defending, haven't they? And that was a chance.
I'll find out. I'll find out who put it in the back of the net, because I want to just see if I would have been correct.
To punish them and again, let Juventus off the hook.
Or if you want some bad news, Rafa's not even playing. No. If you want to make it even worse, you want to go for one of the defenders, you can go for the shittiest player on the list called Otamendi.
He's been getting a lot more action of late.
Oh, just to give you a bit of heads up, it looks like Loftus-Cheek's coming on.
At this stage, I mean, on top of the game, they're creating corners, free kicks.
I don't know if it's for Thiago Silva because he wouldn't think it might be someone in midfield going off, because if he would bring a defender. Now I know what it is. They just mentioned it. It looks like it might be Loftus-Cheek for Kante.
He sprinted and then he just down at his knee.
But don't forget, Kante has had recurring injuries this season, and he's just been running, and it might have just tweaked something, but he might still be fine, but you don't want to take the risk, sort of thing. Hey, see, at least we're a team that knows if someone's got an injury, you don't let them continue, and it makes it 100 times worse. Like some teams.
Rudiger forward, Quadrado got a head to it. It's not properly cleared though. It's forward for Hudson-Odoi.
Oh,
Reece
Ben.
James.
Oh!
Chesney.
Reece James scored.
Yeah, great play, lovely play from Chelsea. Reece James looked beautiful off his chest, just drops it down away from the defender, cuts across the ball, back across the keeper, and that is a top quality save. It really is. Nice, soft hands, just knocks it round the
Oh,
post.
you were saying that Benfica took the lead. Benfica, the goal, it wouldn't have been the goal because it ended up being offside, but the player blazed it over the bar.
You'd think so. Here is that change.
And that was Juventus.
Popular figure gets a standing ovation.
Yeah. But if he went in, that would have been spot on for who would have scored it anyway. There you go, Kante off, and off the streets come on. But that's why I like Thomas Tuchel, because as soon as he notices something's wrong, he's on it in a flash to get a player on, so that his player can be fit and not make his injury worse. That's what I like about him as a manager. Oh! And Rudiger just had a good header. Unlucky.
Yeah, I'm not sure he gets his timing right, but I've got to say, every corner tonight, Chelsea has been on the money. Whether it's Reece James or it's
Malmo are beating Zenit. You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. Malmo are beating Zenit.
A little bit better there, gets his timing
And Lille are beating Salzburg.
Mr. Lex to bring it away. It's not a very accurate ball. Chelsea again.
And wow, and Plymouth are 0-0 against Wickham.
But a free kick is going to be given. As Morata is.
Now that'll be a shock result.
Juventus do have Paulo Dybala fit again, but not fit enough to start the match. He didn't play against Lazio at the weekend, but he would certainly be a very lively option at his best. Bentancur.
Bentancur.
Bonucci down the side for Weston McKennie.
Shove you up your ass, Bonucci. Nobody likes him.
Corner kick.
Come on, Chelsea, defend this. Come on, we need to get a second.
Coming forward there from the back. Bonucci will as well, of course. Hasn't scored in the Champions League since that semi-final against Tottenham, that memorable one a few seasons back. He's up
Come
there.
on.
As Chiesa plays it to the near post, they're looking for the little flick from Alexandro, and it's just a goal kick in the end.
Whoa, wasted corner, wasted.
as good as Chelsea's have been tonight, that was poor, and well, you're not going to get too many set plays in the attacking third against Chelsea tonight. You've got to make heed of anything that you're going to get given.
Tomorrow night, Manchester City against Paris Saint-Germain. Might that be the last PSG game for Maurizio Pochettino? He finds himself in Manchester. Liverpool against Porto as well to look forward to tomorrow. So a choice of Champions League matches. Confirmation, Trevor Chalobah's goal separating the sides here in this memorable season for him.
Come on, Chelsea, let's get a second.
5 minutes to half-time. Chelsea also indebted to a goal line clearance, a spectacular one from Thiago Silva. Here's Ziyech.
Thiago Silva is known for clearing the ball spectacularly with overhead kicks all the time.
Ziyech saw it, couldn't
Yeah,
execute it.
there's a good run from Hudson-Odoi, but it had to be spot on the ball. He just uses.
Yeah, he does that all the time for some reason.
Hudson-Odoi, if he puts it on a plate, is in. And Tuchel knows it, but just overcooked it a little bit.
That picture doesn't really need a caption.
It's not even that cold.
It's easy on the bench.
It's not even that cold.
Bentancur not really been able to exert that much impact so far in that midfield. Ziyech with a clever piece of play. Technically, they had to foul him in the end.
It's not a shite. You need to keep yourself safe.
Loftus-Cheek to cries of shoot Reece James. And Delict got it away. I don't know if there was a shout from Szczesny behind him.
No, he couldn't take any risks there, Delict. He had to clear that. But again, it's the times he's run so well. He creeps up the pitch as a wing-back, Reece James, and he always appears just at the right moment to get in behind your opponent. Does that really well. But again, another corner for Chelsea. They've been spot on with every delivery so far.
Bar that goal line clearance, Chelsea have been pretty dominant here. Here's their latest corner. Thiago Silva just flicked off the top of his head. There's a little debate about
Chelsea.
finishing top of the group, but one thing we're pretty sure.
Cheers, folks. Let's go. Let's win.
Going to avoid Bayern Munich, which is worth it alone, you'd think.
Yes, I think so. They're dangerous.
Ooh.
Let's be fair, but you want to win the group anyway. It gives you confidence.
Come on. Someone in blue, get head onto it. Yes. No.
Again,
Yes.
once again, they
Yes.
just can't get out. Chilwell.
Good ball.
Hudson-Odoi is enjoying this run in the side.
Yes. Shoot.
Jorginho.
No. Chip.
Chip forward,
Yes.
Hudson-Odoi.
What's the door? Oh, you.
Bit of pressure from McKennie, but that could have been a golden moment for Callum Hudson-Odoi.
And the only reason he got stopped was because of you stupid Bonucci shite.
Just catches Quadrado off. He's looking at the ball. Sorry, it's McKennie.
If it wasn't for Bonucci, we would have been 2-0 up.
Gini just gets across here, look off his chest. He just can't get the balance right. Gini just
I'm
has
glad
that
I'm not a
moment
footballer
to
because I
feel
would
it.
intentionally try and take you out. And I wouldn't give a shite if I get sent off.
Knowing where the fire was and putting it out in
I
the
wouldn't
nick
give.
of
I
time on
wouldn't.
that occasion. Last couple of minutes of the half.
No, and also that guy's got a porno tash.
Long range.
What?
Chilwell
What a
into
shot.
upper tier.
They can't hit you on the counter if it's in the upper tier here. Just
Ha.
before half
Yeah,
time.
not the worst idea.
No, not
Everybody
manager
goes back and gets organised
won't-
again.
yeah, manager won't be too upset about that one.
His team in those previous 49 games, this is the 50th, have only let in 24 goals in all that time. And unless Juventus score 3 times tonight, he's going to set a record, Thomas Tuchel.
Wow.
It'll be the least amount conceded by any manager in England's top flight in the first 50 matches of a reign.
Wow. That is a good record to have.
The lost start of defending isn't lost at Stamford Bridge.
Well, I think
If
Mendy as well
Thomas
coming
Tuchel
in,
gets a clean sheet here,
has had a
he
lot
would
to
have
say
gone
with
the
that,
first
stat as
top
well.
flight
Really
manager
since he's come in.
ever to go to concede the least amount of goals in his first 50 games as a manager of any club.
Game here last season.
And I think that's within the top leagues.
Matthijs de Ligt. Forward by Bonucci, not that accurately.
And also,
Thiago Silva.
Edouard Mendy made the record because he's got about 30 clean sheets from 49 games under Tuchel.
Tight enough.
And yep, and Edouard Mendy, out of 49 games, 30 of them were clean sheets.
This season, Chelsea have let in 8 in 19
Yep.
matches before tonight.
And Chelsea got nine players up for the FIFA award. I think like FIFA men's award. We got nine players up for it.
Some neat football around the edge of the box, but Juventus managed to break that one up.
Good! Another against Ultradom. Come on, Chesterfield.
Alexandro. Those defenders not really being given too much time to think back there by Chelsea's pressure on the ball. McKennie to Cuadrado.
Yeah, that just shows what shock can happen.
Bentancur, in his credit, did win it back again. Locatelli feeds it forward. I remember Locatelli getting a couple of goals at the Euros. Alexandro.
Yep.
McKennie.
Oh, Weston McKennie air kicked it, and now he's asking for a penalty. He's asking for a penalty just because he air kicked the ball. Ah!
Just looking for a half yard to explode a shot. Bentancur.
Way over the top by not Bentancur. His name is Bentancur.
Juventus. Bentancur just
What's legal Bentancur?
Curl it around Chilwell, but can't bring it back in.
Half time. Chelsea 2. Juventus. Oh, Chelsea 1. Juventus 0. It should have been more. It should have been more. It should have been more.
Because they have dominated the ball and they've dominated the pressure. Morata with a cute little effort which Thiago Silva got back to clear brilliantly, really, from the line. So at half time here, it's Chelsea 1, Juventus 0.
We managed to score against Bonucci. Oi, be careful with that, because that's my surname. But usually that's his first name, so I have to give him a bit of respect. Yeah, and then he goes and asks for a penalty. Not Bentancur, it's Bentancur. You never know. How are Wednesday dominating the game and it's still 0-0? Friggin' heck. That's just life. So if you guys want to put any questions down in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Oh yes. I can't even spell 'cause I am a dick. There we go. There's a poll for you guys to vote, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I am now back.
Out on loans, relegated from the Championship with Ipswich, 18th with Huddersfield, and 16th in France's Ligue 1 with Lorient. But he's made the breakthrough at Chelsea in some style this season. 3 goals and a first Champions League goal tonight to put Chelsea ahead here against Juventus. Maybe crucially, if Chelsea can go on and nick top place in this group. Juventus getting us underway at the start of the second.
Come on, Chelsea boys! Come on, Chelsea boys! Come on, Chelsea.
No Aaron Ramsey fit for Juventus tonight. He hasn't travelled and is not named on the bench. It's a pretty curtailed bench. Among those substitutes is Moise Keane, who had that well, not too successful spell at Everton. He did rather better at Paris Saint-Germain. Could see him later on.
Oh no, it's all going to bot.
There's Chilwell. Ziyech,
Sheffield Wednesday are 1-0 down.
Here in this very strong Chelsea squad, including a man on the ball now, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Ziyech again, it's a miscue that time by Bonucci. Just a bit too on the muscular side from Rudiger. He's not the only one out of contract, by the way. Thiago Silva and Andreas Christensen as well in the summer. So that is just a little cloud on Chelsea's otherwise fairly blue horizon.
Oh, MK Dons are beating Sheffield Wednesday.
More possession. I'm sure they've been saying in that dressing room, we've got to have more of the ball. We're going to ask a few questions.
You can have all the possession in the world and still not win a game.
And get a set up, but like what he did with to Morata. Morata, that little ball over the top is on, but
and Stockport are 3-0 up. Ollie Cranshaw scored.
Possession of the ball, and obviously got to get some bodies forward a little bit as well.
Almost that cat and mouse element when the big clubs meet. Juventus' last final was that one in Cardiff when they were beaten 4-1 by Real Madrid. Cuadrado got sent off in that game. Thiago Silva read that again. It's a
Come on, Chelsea.
immaculate performance from him.
And the deep hole there. Let's see what you guys have voted for.
Really clever play there. He's come inside. Well, look, he's saying there's nothing on, but he's got his team an important little foul on the halfway line.
Apart from 4 goals, he's got 5 assists as well this season, apart from his good work for England.
At the moment it is Chelsea 1, Juventus 0. Hopefully we can hang on or try and get another goal.
It's Rudiger. Safe in the knowledge that Germany have made it through to another World Cup. Loftus-Cheek, the only substitution made so far. Having to replace
Oh no! Boreham would have equalised.
Perfectly waited for Hudson-Odoi, who can drive in towards goal here. Just wanted
No!
De Ligt can make the block in the end.
It was a lovely 1-2, wasn't it, with Ziyech, and Juventus have come out second half and defended a little bit higher. But the problem is, if you've got pace and you can get in behind.
You please bugger off, Boreham Wood, please.
That space was.
Do you guys have a gap in the league?
Lovely football from Chelsea. Can't quite find the end product, but here comes
Go on,
the
balls crossed in.
resulting
Header!
kick.
Oh, lucky Rudiger again. Another corner.
Juventus.
Guys,
Shirt or head last. Maybe that of Rabiot, I
guys,
think.
if you're under the age of 16, don't drink.
Doesn't realise yet.
But cheers everyone. Like and subscribe if you are new. Cheers. Yes. No. Yes. Have a crack.
James deflected into the path of Chalobah. Chelsea have only lost 2 of their last 49 home games in the Champions League, and they're on course at the moment for further success tonight.
One way got absolutely clattered. Rabiot got the ball right in his mush.
That was a painful one. You could almost feel that from here.
Yeah. It was a tough one to take.
Oh, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. And on top of that, it's gone for a corner as well.
Never rains, does it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, right.
crikey. My goodness.
Right in the middle of the face there, but
Right in the face by Reece James to Rabiot.
James is trying to change the play, but yet another corner. I think it's the 10th corner that Chelsea have had today, and as I say, first half the quality was excellent.
Oh, Forest Green have scored.
But at the moment, Rabiot doesn't know where he is.
He does have rather happier memories of this ground. Scored here for Paris Saint-Germain, a 2-1 win some 5 years ago. Rabiot. Here's the goal again.
Yeah, lovely, wasn't it? Striker's goal. Just turns on it beautifully. It's always a difficult
5,273 the attendance for Chesterfield versus Altrincham versus Altrincham. We're not bad attendance.
For a second, he might have been given a handball, but right decision.
Rabiot's just about all right again. And I think anyone who's played football at any level will sympathise with that.
Well, there's other positions it could have hit.
True enough.
Oh.
Hudson-Odoi flicked on by.
Come on.
Towards Rudiger.
Wait. Have it up, you ball mowing shite.
And to Thiago Silva. I think it was significant that that day that Brazil lost 7-1 to Germany, he wasn't in the team. And that semi-final might not have been quite the story had he been playing, really.
Well done, ref. Free kick to Chelsea. Well done.
Splendid season, and I think Chelsea will be trying to get him to sign that contract sooner rather than later.
Come on, Chelsea. Get a second, please.
Well, you see him gliding about the pitch. You'd almost be tempted to think he could go on until he was about 40. Not many. Do you remember Teddy Sheringham playing when he was 41? In the Premier League too. Here comes the Chelsea.
Yes! Oh! Straight at the keeper. Unlucky Silva.
This time Chesney couldn't stop it.
Yeah, another good delivery there from James. Just a little, as you say, a little glance in.
Yes! And easily a beating Dagenham. I shove it up here. Dagenham and friggin' Redbridge.
Bentancur wanted too much time.
Go on! See it!
On that good left foot as well.
What's the die? Oh!
They've got a block.
Oh my God! How have we not scored?
The ball came from Bentancur being caught in possession.
You mean Rodrigo Bentacunt? No, Rodrigo Bentancur. He's a Bentacunt.
It really is a great chance to go top of this group. And Ziyech, let's have a look. They just pinched the ball here. They caught them first half. Look, the ball there has got to be slightly better.
How are we not 2-0 up in this game? I do not know.
Three defenders, but Ziyech's ball just pushed Hudson-Odoi too wide. Needed to be nursed in so he could hit it first time.
And you'd have backed Ziyech in that kind of situation.
Yeah! So we almost 2. Grimsby 0. Oh, you having a laugh? No, I'm not. Oh, because Grimsby think they're going to win the league. No, you're not now. Our main challengers are folding. They are folding at nearly the halfway point of the season.
Chelsea in silky control of this so far. Here's
While Chesterfield are gaining momentum.
But all the time there's only one goal in it, of course. Things are in the balance. It's the way of this game. That's why we love it, really. Ziyech let that run.
Go on, Ziyech.
Now James.
That's a ball.
The back post and Cuadrado got his
Come
head
on,
to it.
have a crack, someone. Have a dig.
Keeps coming back though. Chilwell.
That's a ball. Oh! Reece James.
We know it can-
Yeah! Reece fucking James. Come on. The guy is a living god. The guy's a living god. Give this guy a knighthood. Give this guy a knighthood. Come on!
Well, Ian, this is a magnificent goal. And I'll tell you why it's a
This goal is better than his goal in Newcastle. Fucking get in. Get in. There's no saving that.
He just keeps a calm head as it comes across to him. He scored goals this season. The confidence is
That is the best goal he has scored in a Chelsea shirt by far.
so that he can actually hit the ball.
That is some goal.
There's the spare man. There's the
That
spare
is some finish.
man. One from it. No defender can get
Yeah?
it. So the cute angle, and he just keeps his head and cuts across the ball. Bang. Fantastic finish. There's not a striker.
I already know. I already know that.
Hit a better strike. He's-
Oh, what a goal, Reece James! You buggers, you've given us a chance to go joint top of the group. Level. On goal difference as well. We need one more and we go top. Oh,
By the look of it.
It's a top quality goal again.
His first Champions League goal for 2 years, in fact only his second ever. The other was in that memorable 4-4
Oh my God.
Chelsea had here against Ajax. What a hit.
That goal was unsavable. Unsavable.
In the first half, didn't he, with a cross shot as well?
Well, Chesney made a magnificent save, didn't he? It was behind him.
Our top goal scorer is on fire.
Get his palm onto this one, but
I never thought I'd be saying that he's top goal scorer for Chelsea.
he's going to score every time he shoots.
Go on! I'm going to go top of the group. I'm going to go top of the group. Give us a...
Juventus on the
Go on.
back here. Chelsea.
Oh! Go on, Rudiger. Rudiger. Reece James. Again. Ziyech. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek. Man to the door. Oh, this is insane. Oh, this is insane. Oh, Juventus. Oh, you high tides Arsenal shite. Come on.
This is magnificent.
Oh, we're routing now.
It's a great finish from Hudson-Odoi, but the ball from Rudiger.
Cry Bonucci into sleep.
Reece James is exquisite.
Oh, what a goal.
Pure
We walked that in. We literally walked that in.
Out to the centre back here. But look, hand up, Reece James. Can he find him? Yes, he can. What a beautifully weighted ball. Look at that for a skill. It's into that a little.
Oh
bit
my
too
God.
corner.
Oof.
Set up
Absolutely walked it in.
What a finish. That is a fabulous goal. That's a training ground goal. That's what you score.
Oh, Juventus, you are shite.
Brilliant.
Sit
finish.
down.
Back across the
Go back to Italy. Book your tickets.
Nicely set this
Referee
time.
blow the whistle. The game is done.
Just beautifully keeps his balance. Loftus-Cheek with a lovely ball to say, look, sunny side up, hit that in. Wonderful.
3-0. Oh my.
But this crowd now, you know, they're taking the roof off.
Can we score more, please? Can we score more, please? Because now the group's now in our hands.
Chelsea and Juventus have had no answer to it, and let's have a look at how the table looks now.
That means we go top of the group.
With Chelsea.
Top of the group thanks to that goal.
Chalobah was caught a little bit late.
Woo!
Kenny.
Get in there, please.
Meanwhile, while you were watching all those replays and they were worth watching of the goal, Paulo Dybala has come on.
Oh, you mean Pablo Dybala? Come on. Pablo Dybala. You must be... Oh yeah, you might not be watching the game anymore.
Just recently to replace Bentancur, who had struggled in that midfield tonight, the Uruguayan international. So Allegri's made that change. Chant around Stamford Bridge is champions of Europe. We know what we are. from Chelsea, and they're making a bit of a statement here, Glenn.
Oh, they certainly are. They're playing with so much confidence. I said.
Oh my God!
Leicester,
Wickham are beating Plymouth Argyle.
With the ball and without the ball. And it's the same again tonight. They're playing with so
Sam
much
Vought.
confidence. Every single player.
And Morecambe have equalised at home to Charlton. Get in there. Shove it up your arse, Charlton.
Well, a defeat by 3 goals.
And Portsmouth have scored. Get in, George Hurst.
This is worst ever defeat in the Champions League. They're not used to taking this kind of treatment from anybody.
Can we put Lukaku on, please, for the last half an hour? Get him involved in the goal scoring.
Ahead of this game.
And it's a goal for Sheffield United. Jayden Bogle has scored. Oh, where's the mean? Now every single goal line has scored. Yes, get in there. Oh, 1-0 Sheffield United.
Here tonight he's been involved in most things that Chelsea have done. It hasn't been that smooth a passage for him at Chelsea, and he's been left out of Morocco teams this season because the coach doesn't much like his attitude. So there's always a few rocks on the road, but tonight he's certainly shown what he might be able to do.
Yeah, he certainly showed his manager here. I deserve a place in the team. His attitude's been spot on.
Come on, Chelsea, get some more goals. Made it a hammering, not a 3-0 scoring, a hammering.
Here's Morata. Hudson-Odoi has been making a real case for himself in this run of 7 starts that he's had.
Have you seen the goals yet? The 2 that you missed?
Goal against the toughest opponents in the group tonight. Loftus-Cheek will get a well-deserved assist on that one for his nifty footwork in the build-up.
Can you tell that you can get why I say that goal is better than his goal at Newcastle?
As I said at the beginning, he's feeling confident, he's scoring goals, he's making assists as well.
And then the third goal, Chelsea just walked.
Every time he picks the ball up, the front 3 actually have been excellent.
And also,
they really have. The movement off the ball has been excellent.
And also, I can't believe I'm saying this, he's Chelsea's top goal scorer this season.
Massimiliano Allegri must be disappointed, and
it's shocking.
Juventus fans, they didn't take up all of their.
No, but it's good because I like seeing it. 'Cause it's been a long time since Chelsea have had someone who's English be top goal scorer. It's been a very long time.
A lot of them would be London-based, I guess, and they'll be disappointed really that their side have not been able to.
Oh, and the third goal that and the third goal that Chelsea scored, we literally just walked it in.
Really, they've been second best all over the pitch tonight. They really have. They haven't been able to keep the ball. That's been their major problem.
The guy whose career got absolutely destroyed by one person who shouldn't have done it in the first place.
You and I were having a cup of tea earlier on before the game, and we were wondering whether both teams might just settle for a convenient point. Juventus stay top of the group, Chelsea get the point they need to go through. Not a bit.
You know there's going to be, I think we'll get more. Oh, that's a foul, ref! Ref! You know he clearly fouled him because he's on the floor staying down. Is it going to be looked at by VAR? If you don't look at that for VAR, but you look at our goal for it being potential handball, then you are biased. Even though we're 3-0 up, you're biased. Reece James is good. Give this guy a knighthood and give this guy a crown.
And while he gets that treatment, let's give you a reminder that the Ashes will be with you on BT Sports starting on Tuesday, the 7th of December. The first test from the Gabba in Brisbane, the first of the 5.
Stockport County are 4-0 up.
Throughout the cold winter. And Fight Night Live comes up on Saturday, the 4th of December. Anthony Yard in a rematch against Lyndon Arthur. 7:30, BT Sport 1 HD and Ultimate for that important boxing.
Sheffield Wednesday, you cannot lose to shitty ass MK Dons.
Management is at Chelsea's quite easy. They're flying, aren't they?
When you've got this squad to work with, it can be at times. But no, he won't let this team take their foot off the pedal.
How?
But,
How on earth can Sheffield Wednesday have 20 shots on goal and not score?
Watching that replay,
You absolute shithouses.
he turned his ankle quite badly there.
That's not bad having 20 shots on goal and you have 9 on target, but you're still 1-0 down. Let's drink to being 3-0 up.
Torino. There's the Italian teammates, European champions.
I'm glad I've never met you, Benucci. You get sliced in half with me. I'll give you an absolute challenge and your leg will be broken. Curtains, good night. Bye-bye. Hospital bed.
Yeah, he's okay, I think.
I blooming hate Benucci. He thinks he can get away with murder.
Would be a shame, really, if his good night so far came to a premature end like that. Juventus changes coming up, but not before this corner taken by Reece James. It's one of his very few loose balls of the night.
Come on, Chelsea.
He's got his head up. There were runners.
But they are friends, you know. They are friends, you know.
Chilwell's gone down and in some pain as well in the centre circle.
Oh no! Oh no! This ain't good. This ain't good. I can let you know, Ben Chilwell is not in a good state. He's rolling around in complete agony to the point where everyone's telling the physio to come on.
Respects. If he's rolling actually around, he's in agony, obviously. But seeing he does here, yeah, just catches it there. It's a difficult one to know where he's been caught there. He's just opened the knee joint.
Oh, who are they bringing on now? Are they bringing on a shithouse? Oh, they're bringing on Arthur.
The Brazilian is going to come on here. Former Barcelona player. They paid an awful lot of money for him, around £70 million as well.
Oh, Wrexham are losing and they got Paul Mullen playing for them. Oh, that's too bad. Too bad you get the arse, Wrexham.
And there's Moise Keane. I remember him playing a terrific game for Paris Saint-Germain at Barcelona when they rattled in 4 at the
What, Chelsea?
Camp Nou.
No, do not say that. Don't say anything bad to me.
Here for Chilwell. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have more Champions League action for you, an intriguing one really, with Manchester City facing Paris Saint-Germain, of course managed by Mauricio Pochettino, who's being linked with the Manchester United job. So he's in Manchester. Now read on. That's 7 o'clock.
It looks like Chilwell's coming off and he's not continuing.
Tomorrow 7:15 on BT Sport 3 HD.
Hey, look.
Chilwell's night is.
Oh no! I don't even like Alonso. Makeshift.
At least he's not going off on a.
Alright, Rob Emerson, Palmieri.
Does look like a particularly sore one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But as you say, you know, I thought if it was really bad.
God. I'm just stressed when I was thinking about who's he going to be. Who's scoring for Blooming Wrexham?
Well, the physio's initial assessment is the stretcher's not necessary, which I suppose is an encouraging sign, but he's clearly going to be out for a bit of a...
Oh, they're bringing on Marcos Alonso and Timo Werner.
Prepared Marcos Alonso will replace Chilwell.
Woo! Timo the Converner. Even though I do like him, but I call him that because he hardly ever scored and misses easier chances. He scored 17 goals this season. Do we see him with 17 goals? No.
Here's Arthur. Just taking Locatelli's place.
Out, man. Win's a win.
I mean, the good news.
Oh, it doesn't say who scored. It doesn't say who scored. No.
They are assured from their previous work in this competition of being in the
Even Halifax and Wrexham on this doesn't even know who the goal scorer is. For Wrexham, for the equaliser. Nobody knows who scored.
Shock when Porto scored late on in the second leg.
I hate Paul Mullen. That guy had one chance. The guy had one chance against Chesterfield. To the point where that goal should never have happened. The ball should have been kicked out of play. A player without injury got an ACL injury. So all I think about Wrexham is they are a disgrace to the game of football. Because in fairness, you should have kicked the ball out of play.
Here's Arthur.
Don't give me that. And Sheffield Wednesday have scored, and Altrincham have just scored. Altrincham have just fucking scored. Altrincham have just scored. Altrincham. My face ain't gonna drop because we're still with Lee Gregory getting Wednesday have equalised. And deserved, and that's deserved.
Will be at the World Cup. Brazil had already made sure of their place a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's and you know Sheffield Wednesday have had 20 plus shots on goal.
So here come these changes. Timo Werner, who was injured in this competition the same night as Romelu Lukaku.
Wow,
Replacing.
that shows how Wigan might have a good team.
Getting a good round of applause.
Timo!
From his point of view,
Timo!
good long run without injury now, don't you?
I'm just checking who's in the Wigan team. James McLean's up front with Lang and Edwards, and you got Kane, Keen Power. There's some players in it. Amos is in goal, and you got Watmore, Jack Watmore. Yep, Jack Watmore. Massey. Yeah, you got Gavin Massey, who's also a good player. Who? Yeah, because Keane scored for him. Score that Will Keane. Yep. He's their main striker. He's the one who plays in the centre of the three. We won't be bottling it. Whatever his name is. Whatever his name is. It took Sheffield Wednesday 21 shots to score a goal.
If you were a betting man, you might think we'll finish second in their group. Never can tell, of course.
Shot from the edge of the area into the bottom corner, so Keeper might have seen it late, so I wouldn't blame him. Just hang on in there. Come on, Chelsea, let's go and get some more goals. Oi, ref!
Yeah, he looked twice. He thought about it, hitting a diagonal to Hudson-Odoi, who was on, but
what?
Thought he'd go alone.
It's a hamstring injury that's been keeping him out of the side the last 6 months.
So that,
he was on the bench at Leicester at the weekend, Werner.
Yep.
With a lot of 7, 8, 9 out of 10 performances from the Chelsea players.
So it means then if Chilwell is going to be out for like 2 or 3 months, it means then we'll have to go in for the transfer window for a left back.
They struggled to break this team down in Turin. not tonight. The movement of the ball's been excellent.
Or
Great foul from
the other
Kim.
thing would be going to the market and see what left backs are
Some
available
really
and
good
see if we can get
performances, those two particularly.
one.
Ziyech and
Because there's
Chris
always
James
another
been
option.
outstanding
Or
tonight.
you could have a look and see if there's anyone who's in the academy that's doing well deserves a spot, because that's what Thomas Tuchel's been doing with Harvey Vale, putting him on the bench. So you never know. Put him at, so at least we got at least. No, but I'm using it as an example. He could go into the academy like he did with Harvey Vale and put someone in the academy on the bench as backup for left back. Still 2-1. Still 2-1.
Atletico Madrid hasn't really had too much of a look in since he did arrive. There's a check on the scoreline for you and the scorers with a quarter of an hour to go here.
Like Cosilo nearly latched onto it. Oh, don't bring on that shit old Spanish twat. Salud Niguez. Salud Niguez.
Is getting a very, very warm ovation from the Chelsea supporters for
He's only come to us because one player that we wanted, Seville wanted us to pay more. Oh, Mason Mount's coming on, even better. Better player. Go on, Mount.
Missed the England games after having his wisdom teeth removed. I think anybody who's had to...
Mason Mount, you're a legend.
Can knock you for six a bit. And Saul on for Jorginho.
Fuck all your Von Mullen shite. Fucking hate them. God, I hate Von Mullen. Oh, is it the fucking 90th minute as well? Paul Fitty Mullen. I hope you jump in the crowd and you get sent off.
Bit too robust for this challenge.
Yeah, just pulls Silva back down again, but again.
Oh, please. Oh, please don't.
The game so well, it gets his body in front, gets the foul. And,
if it isn't, then all I said has been stupid. I just don't. I've hated him ever since he scored against us, just because of the nature of how the goal happened.
Give the 1,000 or so fans supporting them in the famous black and white colours tonight at least something to cheer about.
You would say the second shittest team in the National League, the worst one's actually Dover, because they're still on.
12 clean sheets in 16.
Yeah, because Dover are bottom and they're still on minus points on Dover.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Having said that, possession is surrendered that time.
I remember them a couple of years ago being in the same league as Havant, because they were in the Havant league not that long ago. Yeah. If we're going to say something about that, then I'll say the other team.
Long one is charismatic.
I'm waiting. I'm not saying anything yet because I'm just waiting.
To score from even half chances like
oh, it goes Paul Mullen, you beauty! Fuck off! Oh, fucking Mullen, piss off!
And just puts him off a little bit. Give him the time to let it drop.
But I just don't like the guy only because of the I've hated him ever since that goal against Chesterfield, in the way it was scored, in the manner it was scored. It's me ever since.
For those of you who like to keep a check on those things, but I think every stat that we could produce for you would tell you the same thing, that Chelsea have dominated this game.
Yep.
It's what you do with your partner.
3-0 Portsmouth!
They've been very constructive, haven't they, Chelsea?
Hacking Fairchild, 3-0 Portsmouth, game over, done. And that's the way at Sinsel Bank, which is a hard place to go, is Sinsel Bank.
Through the centre of midfield.
And that's took Portsmouth up to 9th in the league.
Substitute.
So my mate will be happy.
As you were saying, Glenn, everybody around Chelsea knows.
Oh no, my cousin won't be happy because the team that he hates the most over Sheffield United are top of the league with a shitty Rotherham.
Competition is incredible. And I think it is
My
the
cousin won't be
strongest
liking
top
that.
team in the Premier League.
High pressure, Arthur was rocked. Werner tried his luck. Bonucci blocked it.
Yeah.
Yet more substitutions.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah!
Kulusevski.
Oh, dramatic! Oh! Oh, what dramatic scenes! In the 93rd minute, Sheffield Wednesday have won it. Scenes! Scenes you like to see. If it's Lee Gregory... No, I'm just saying it because it's a phrase. It's a phrase what commentators... It's a commentating phrase from a specific commentator. It goes scenes you like to see because it's like when someone scores, it just say something out the blue. It's like Martin Tyler when Aguero scored. He said, "You might never see anything like this ever again." That's a very famous line that he said, and that came out of nowhere. It's like that, and I've just said to him,
making sure that Moise Keane can make no further progress.
and he was. And who scored? We'll have to wait and see. Josh Windass, who did the assist for Lee Gregory, gets a goal. That wins it. And it will take him into fifth. They're catching up on the leaders, Rotherham. Rotherham, they're catching you.
That isn't going to happen tonight. Their last defeat here before this was.
They're on 32 points, and Rotherham are on 37, so there's actually not that much in it.
Not so far from here.
Who they played it? Oh, Sheffield Wednesday play Wycombe Wanderers next, so that's going to be even harder.
With a quite delightful chip.
Oh, and they're coming down here in a few weeks. Okay. They're going down to Portsmouth. Ooh.
Roy Hodgson, if he's watching, will remember that very warmly. Here's Dybala.
Oh, cheeky little twats.
Goes down, doesn't even bother looking at the referee, Chelsea.
Oldham have scored. Oh, Oldham have
So
scored.
wisely
Oldham have scored
all season.
95th. Oldham have scored 95th. Oldham have scored. Oldham have...
Back to Rabiot.
No, they are not good enough. We've had to...
Sandro. James back to make the block.
Well, he's been outstanding going forward with the ball, but it just shows you there how concentrated he is on defending, and that sums Chelsea up actually in many ways this season as a team.
That's the thing. Bournemouth game is...
Dybala's going to take it.
Yeah, Bournemouth have got a draw, and it looks like Grimsby have lost. So at least, even if we drop points, it's not that bad because other teams around us have dropped points as well. So I am not that disappointed. I'm still gonna take that because at least it's not a defeat, but we shouldn't have lost.
A difficult one on the heart volley again, but with his left foot this time, look, just on the way up, done well.
I don't.
To keep it down under the crossbar, and
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if it's due to injuries or anything that's happened. I don't know because one play, it might be due to substitutions that could have made a difference. It could be because we've had so many injuries this season that they've changed the game.
Nothing else.
Oh, stupid Matthew Cosilo! Fuck off!
There's Loftus-Cheek. We're talking about the draw for the round of 16, which comes up in December, it's pretty clear, I think, that nobody would want to
Why
look
would
at
you-
Chelsea. Not really.
Why would you bring McCourt on and take up Okereke? He was an attacking player. And we can go and get like a third or a fourth
Playing each other at that stage.
at half time.
Possible two teams could meet again later. Chelsea also know they won't face any other of the English.
Oh, you
teams
subbed
at
on
that stage.
Oh, you brought on Stephen fucking Payne. That guy has always got one goal for us all season.
What they do know is
And you've even brought on Nathan Tyson, who hasn't even scored for us this season. And that guy's pushing 40.
They're absolutely in control. It's in their destiny.
Now, yeah. No wonder we lost. Our defender is shit came on. Our worst defender came on. Yeah, but not.
On the night, Juventus have been outplayed. They've struggled to cope with
I'd love to know how he actually scored that goal.
tempo and high speed rating.
Yes! Oh, you can.
Juventus fans
I
have decided they're gonna
can
enjoy
be happy
themselves.
because the draw has actually done us good. Because the next fixture is even better.
Stadium since 2012 when they drew 2-2.
Oh. The next fixture is even more better.
Where Oscar scored a brilliant game in his
Grimsby
first
and
half.
Bournemouth both play each other.
2 goals from him, the Brazilian, but Arturo Vidal
Get in.
and Quagliarella got a couple for Juventus that night.
No, what I mean is, I will take a draw.
Again. Been outstanding since he came on the
I'll
pitch.
take a draw. I don't want anyone to win.
Ball there as well. Azpilicueta.
Because you don't want any of them to win. They won't.
The captain's armband back on.
Bournemouth wouldn't go up by a point because it would be goal difference.
So a heavy touch that time from Loftus-Cheek.
Go on!
Fallen to Werner.
Go on!
And Ziyech.
Oh, Ziyech! Shot lucky.
Otherwise it would have been 4. He's pulled off a couple
We play Maidenhead United next.
efforts to keep Chelsea out tonight as well.
He certainly has. There's another one. Lovely weighted pass.
Maidenhead United, then it's oh god. It's Maidenhead United in the league on Saturday, and then the next league game is Grimsby Town away. So basically, Maidenhead's more important now than ever.
European games, one against Villarreal in the Super Cup, and he got the winner in Sweden against Malmo last time out.
Maidenhead is now more important than
Set
ever.
off beautifully, I remember, by Hudson-Odoi that night. Round the corner, Azpilicueta trying to get Mason Mount involved. I think Chelsea have been a little bit conscious of not overloading Mount in terms of number of games played, haven't they, this season? I think he had about 80 for club and country in the year between the 2 summers before this, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He played a hell of a lot, didn't he? But I think also it's got to be something to do with his wisdom teeth, that he's been in a little bit of pain, hasn't he? More than a little bit of pain, I would imagine. But this is what you can do. Tuchel can do this. He's got such a strong squad.
Just make sure he wants to keep everybody fit. Chilwell has picked up a knock tonight. Inside the last couple of minutes, Chelsea coasting to top spot in this group by the end of the evening, taking over that spot from Juve. So loose ball that time from Bonucci.
Come on, Chelsea.
You've got to keep it alive against the odds, really. Ziyech again. Sal to up it on to Rudiger. Olays now from the Chelsea fans.
He's not even on. I don't think he's coming on at all.
It's given away. Dybala had read that, broke it up. Juve couldn't keep it for long, could they? has to be said here, Chelsea have outclassed and outplayed one of the top names in European football here. Going to be 5 added minutes at the end of it, and that is probably going to be of pretty much academic importance. Chalobah's just picked up a little bit of a knock, limped gingerly away. His presence there has meant that Andreas Christensen can have a rest on the bench tonight. Of course, no Romelu Lukaku, so they can give him a few more days, get him up to full sharpness. He's back in training. I had a look at him this morning. Was he ready for this game? He probably would have been for the bench, so he's on that bench, but he's going to be sharper still, isn't he, with a few more days. Interesting to see whether he's in the starting lineup for that Manchester United clash at the weekend. Clearly, at the moment, you'd have to say, with no disrespect to him, there's obviously...
Oh, it's 3-0 Wickham against Plymouth.
You don't have to take any risks. The squad that he's got here, you take no risks at all with an injury. You know, he could play, if he decides to play him against Manchester United, and it's a little bit too early, and it might set him back for weeks and weeks. So that's the beauty of having this depth that they've got here at Chelsea.
Wow. Young Boys 3, Atalanta 3.
He's got a knock. Arter trying his luck for a long distance, but it's no threat. I think Chelsea are on their way to another clean sheet. And just to repeat, his opposite number tonight, Thomas Tuchel, is going to set this record of the least goals conceded in the English top flight by any manager in his first 50 matches.
It's the least amount of goals conceded by any other manager in the English top flight in their first 50 games is what Thomas Tuchel's broken.
What's interesting about that, Ian, is you cannot say that Chelsea are a defensive team. They actually score goals, they're free-flowing at times, but they're just good at defending. He's organised this team with a back three, or whatever the centre-halves are. They're difficult to break down. They need to go into a 5, they go into a 5. It's really only Manchester City this season that I've seen outplay Chelsea.
And they certainly did that day as well. Here's Keane. Good run from him. Opens up, but the shot is a tame one, and it's really in keeping with Juventus' efforts in the main tonight.
Yeah, we just haven't seen enough of this. The attacking third, it just creates a little bit of space, but yeah, doesn't make good contact at all. But it's really summed up Juventus' evening.
Without wishing to bombard you with statistics, it is an interesting one. In
3
the 50
minutes.
matches, unless Juventus scoring what little time remains here, it will be the 31st clean sheet for Tuchel.
What? Now I won't be going on FIFA when this game is finished.
It's Tony Rudiger. Mount to feed it wide.
I'll be going on my new game.
Chelsea, by the look of it, just content to see out time here.
Formula 1 2021.
Or are they? Because Thiago Silva up to Werner. Ziyech, lovely ball off the outside of the boot. Delicious that. Azpilicueta. Mount. And De Ligt can get a foot in and go for a corner kick. And I think, to be honest with you, Juventus could do with a final whistle, rather, to put them out of their misery. It's been that kind of night for them.
That's the last thing they wanted to see, those players 5 minutes. But beautiful ball from Ziyech there. He's been impressive tonight.
They look to get home and continue their improvement in Serie A. They have won their last couple of games. Now they want to charge up that table.
Oh, I've got Napoli tomorrow. My stream's going to be really early tomorrow now. Yeah, Napoli playing the UEFA Europa League against Sparta Prague, and it's a half-free kickoff.
Oh, it's a pretty bad mistake by McKennie.
Timo Werner! It's Timo Werner!
Tonight has been rampant. Big mistake by Weston McKennie. Pretty costly, and Timo Werner has his goal to put icing on the cake.
Another beautiful
Yeah,
goal.
my stream for Napoli tomorrow will be starting at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Quite catch it. I think Allegri's got a bright smile on his face. I think he's enjoying some of the.
And that is Sparta Prague versus
It's
Napoli.
The ambitious ball
It's
is
weird.
cut
It's a
across
weird
the
time.
hands here. It's poor defending.
Yeah, it's.
From McKennie, but what a ball that is from Ziyech.
Oh! He could be offside.
Werner, who I've seen miss those sort
Oh,
of chances.
he looks
That's
like
got him
he's
through
offside,
to
but it's just from the
everything
angle that we
Chelsea's
see.
way. Look at that for a fabulous pass. It's poor defending there, but you seek out. You test defenders with balls like that. So, and this is, look, Ziyech. We've just seen him hit a fabulous ball the outside of his foot. That one's on the inside.
One thing I
of his
will say is
foot.
the Chesterfield result is a bit
Wow,
of
great night for Chelsea.
of an annoyance, but the main thing is Chelsea won.
Chelsea know they're into the knockout stages. They know they're in charge of this group now. They stormed to the top of
It is a surprise.
Thomas Tuchel's 50th game, a record-breaking
Yeah,
run of clean sheets and miserly defending for him
Yeah.
to mark the landmark occasion.
Full
But Chelsea really
time.
tonight.
Chelsea
Big star,
4,
Chalobah, James, who was outstanding, Hudson-Odoi, and then
Juventus 0, and also
4-0.
Sheffield 2, Oldham 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2, MK Dons 1, Reading lost to Sheffield United 1-0, Grimsby lost to Solihull Moors 2-0, and Boreham Wood draw 1-1 at home to Notts County. Like, sub, subscribe, voice break there. Like, sub, subscribe, with the notification for the I'll see you guys tomorrow for a very early kickoff in the UEFA Europa League between Napoli and Sparta Prague at 3:30. Never thought I'd be saying that, so I'll see you guys then. Like, subscribe,